Hello buddy, welcome back to my channel. Today in this series of hacking tutorial, we are going to learn how to set up a virtual environment so that we can later perform penetration test on it. In this video, we will cover the concept of virtual machine and will also perform its installation steps. Later in this video, we will learn how to install Kali Linux. First, we install a VMware in your system. First, we install a VMware. VMware is a program that will allow us to install machine just like a normal computers. Inside our machine, we will have one computer and we will install other computers inside it, acting as a virtual machine. These are very important in terms of penetration testing. We are going to be using them a lot in order to set up a lab. It is very important to note that a virtual machine is just like a computer separate working machine, and there is a nothing will lose by installing an operating system as a virtual machine, and it will perform just like it does when installed on a separate laptop. Now open your browser and in your search bar search www.vmware.com. You can go workspace and click them and scroll down, and here you can see that in the digital employee experience, scroll down, you can see that workstation play. Just to click that. When downloading VMware, just grab the version that compatible with your operating system. There is a VMware, VMware, and you can click download for free. Here, there is a VMware for Windows, Mac, and Linux. You can click to go to download. Here you can see that VMware Workstation 16.2.3 player for Windows 64-bit operating system. If you have Workstation VMware 16.2.3 player for Linux 64. Now downloading the VMware in Windows 64-bit operating system. Downloading now. Click to download button. I have already installed in my system. VMware is already installed my system. So now I want cancel that. In my downloading folder, you can see that VMware is already installed in my system. You can just double click on them. Here you can yes VMware Workstation Player 60. VMware Workstation 16 player setup. You just click next button and accept the license agreement. Then next, 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 and next, and install it. Now it's installing VMware Workstation 16 player in your system. Yeah, it is successfully installed in my system. Now click to finish button. Here you can see that VMware Workstation is successfully installed in my system. Now just double click on them. Now use VMware Workstation 16 player for free for non-commercial use. Then continue button. Then finish. Here you can see the VMware Workstation non-commercial use only. Now in this video we will cover the concept of virtual machine. Now we will learn how to install Kali Linux and how to set up Kali Linux in VMware Workstation Player. Now we are going to use a number of penetration testing tools. You can go ahead and install each of these tools manually, or you can do what most pen tester including myself do save time and effort by using an operating system designed for hacking. We are going to use an operating system called Kali Linux, a flavor of Linux based on Debian. It comes with all of these program and application that we need to use and pre-installed and pre-configured. This means that we can just install the operating system and start to learn hacking. There are two options for installing Kali. Install it has a virtual machine inside the current operating system, or install it in a main machine as the main operating system. we are actually going to be using it is a VMware workstation, because using it is a virtual machine work exactly the same as using it as the main machine. It will be completely isolated from our computer running inside VMware. If we break it or mess things up, it would be very easy to fix, and it is very easy to go back to other snapshot or configuration, and we won't lose any functionality by using it as a virtual machine. That is why we always use in this way. Now open your browser and simply type kali.org, and in in front of you this page is open. Now the most advanced penetration testing distribution, Kali Linux, and simply we and now download Kali Linux image. Now simply click to download, and now in this choose your Kali. You can Kali install bare metal and virtual machine, ARM mobile, also cloud. Now we are downloading in this video. We downloading in VMware. Now scroll down and click to the recommended and virtual machine. Now scroll down. So to click on the Kali Linux VMware images, not on the virtual box images. Then download the version of the Kali that's compatible with your system. So if you have a 64-bit computer, download the 64-bit. If you have a 32-bit computer, downloaded the 32-bit VMware Kali Linux image. Now I have a 64-bit computer. Now download the 64-bit VMware Kali Linux image. On simply click on the downloaded. I have already downloaded in my download folder. Now pause them. Now we move to the Kali Linux where I downloaded. Here you can see Kali Linux 2021.4 VMware AMD 64-bit. Now simply type in search bar 7-zip download. Yeah, you can click first link 7zip.org, download the 7zip, click them, and here you can download 64-bit. Now install the 7zip 64-bit Windows. After installation is done, now move to the where the Kali Linux image downloaded. Now move to the downloaded section. Here, here, here you can see that Kali Linux 2021.4 VMware AMD 64 image is downloaded. Now, now simply click to the images and show more option. Go to the show more option, and here to see that 7-zip. Now extract them, add to the Kali Linux 21 VMware AMD 64.7Z. Now simply click to them. Here I have already done this process because this process take 10 to 15 minutes. That's why pause them and cancel. You can see after the this process is done, you can see that like that this 7Z Kali Linux VMware AMD 64-bit. Now this time to set up Kali Linux in VMware Workstation 16 player. Now simply move to the VMware Workstation. Here you can see that on the left side top of the player, you can see that here player. Now file, here you can go from open. You can see that Kali Linux VMware 64-bit. Here you can see that Kali Linux 2021.4 VMware AMD 64.VMware VM. Now double click on them. Here select the file. Now open them. Here you can see that Kali Linux set up in within a second in your VMware Workstation 16 player. Now simply move to the edit the virtual machine setting. Go here you can, this setting is default set up by the VMware Workstation 16 player. Here you can see that memory 2 GB, processor 4, hard disk 80 GB, network adapter net and USB controller present, sound card already set. You can change your setting as usual, but now this time I this setting is default. So now click to OK. Here now play a virtual machine, click to them. Here you can see that Kali Linux is successfully set up in my VMware Workstation 16 player, now using non-commercial use only. Now here you can see that Kali Linux is booting Kali Linux. loading. Now enter your username, default is Kali, and enter your password, default Kali. Now login. Yeah, Kali Linux is successfully installed in my system. Now here, now you can see that. Open your terminal. Yeah. Now type sudo apt update. Click then enter your Kali password. Here, update your Kali. Thank you for watching.